This is Kevin Davidson, your host for Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective, and this is episode 132. I say it every episode, but we're climbing up in episodes, so if you are subscribing or watching my podcast, I appreciate it. We always have to start off by paying the bills, which is thanking Jennifer Smitis, the Houston area president, Mike Snyder, my sales manager, Caitlin Kornick, Devon Van Wynn, the escrow officers here in the Sugar Land office, and Gracie Lagos and Melissa Caruso in the Richmond office, and everybody else that works for us. If it wasn't for all those ladies, I would not have a podcast. So I have to say hi to them, or otherwise I get in trouble. Second of all, if you watch the podcast, if you subscribe, if you want to be on the podcast, and you are a real estate agent or a vendor that operates in the Fort Bend County area, please give me a call, 832-654-0527, or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com, and we'll get you on the calendar and get you on the podcast. So let's get started with episode 132. It's raining outside. It's been raining all day. So the first thing I want to do is commend Karen Cerda here for coming and being on the podcast. She drove in all the way from Porter.
Yes.
So that just blows me away because, I was for sure she was not going to make it. But she got here. And so this is Karen Cerda with Oak Tower Real Estate.
Yes.
She is with the same brokerage that Amy Rivas and Yelena Faretsa-Vergova, and I said that wrong, but she won't kill me, who are also clients of mine and have been on the podcast. So say hi to everybody and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Karen Cerda, and I am a new agent in real estate. And I am 27 years old.
She's young.
I
Yeah.
actually just got married as well.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
How long ago?
This March 21st.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
Barely, no, month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And where did you go? Did you go on a honeymoon?
Yes, I did.
Where'd you go?
We went to Cabo, San Lucas.
Must be nice.
It was a very nice vacation.
There you go. Okay.
But yeah, I'm new to real estate and super excited to always learn and grow my business as a new agent. Always open to new things and just eager to grow my business.
Help people.
Yes.
Okay. So were you, before you became a real estate agent, were you doing anything else? You mentioned earlier you were going to school, but were you in a different industry? Do you have a different job?
So I was in cosmetology.
Okay.
I was a cosmetologist for 3 years.
Okay.
And I loved it. I still love it. I love makeup. I think
It was makeup? Were
Yeah.
you doing hair at all?
I was doing hair and like makeup and stuff like that. So I was always into the beauty stuff.
Okay.
And a lot of my clients were realtors.
Oh,
And
there you go.
yeah, so I started to get a little curious.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've always had my basics. So I was like, well, it doesn't hurt to try something new. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so I've always had loved homes and helping people, helping families. Same like with hair, helping them look beautiful, like feeling good. I just love that feeling. So I was like, why not? Let me give it a try. It was that little itch of
Right.
wanting to try something new.
Right.
So I just went for it, and I've been.
So are you still also doing cosmetology of any kind on the side?
I'm not.
No?
I'm full into real
Okay.
estate. Yes.
So my daughter, whom I showed you a picture of in the office, she is a licensed high-end hairstylist
Oh, okay.
in Clear Lake.
Oh,
And
nice.
she got her cosmetology license while she was in high school.
Okay.
And when
Yeah.
she graduated from high school with a diploma, she also had her cosmetology license at the same time.
Oh, nice.
So now she works 4 days a week, making about 80 grand a year and just cutting hair.
Yeah.
So I'm not a client of hers, but she does a good job. She has her own studio in Clear
Yeah.
Lake. So.
Oh.
So you were a cosmetologist, now you decided to be a real estate agent,
Yes.
and you became a real estate agent because of the clients that you had that were also real estate agents, and they kind of got you interested based on your interest as well.
Yes.
How did you find the whole process of becoming licensed? Was it difficult?
At first, it was just getting used to like I guess going over like I guess the school vibe all
Mhm.
over again. So
Did you go into class to learn, or did you do it online?
I went into class.
Okay. Because
Yes.
when I don't have my license anymore, but I was in property management for 5 years, and when I was in property management, I was licensed.
Hmm.
I did my entire thing all online.
Oh no, I did in person
Okay.
for
You,
like 3 weeks. Super fast.
it only took you 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Nice. And did you pass both the state and the national exam on the first try?
Not the first try.
Okay. Most people don't.
Yeah, it took me like 3 times, but
Oh, three times?
third
Okay.
time was the charm.
And was it both, or was it one or the other?
It was the state was the easiest for me.
Right.
National was the
Okay.
hardest.
Yeah. So, but I mean, 3 weeks, that's pretty quick. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. So, okay. And then you passed the exam and you became a real estate agent, and you were in a different brokerage before, and you've been an agent for about a year. What do you think about the real estate industry? Do you think you made the right decision changing careers?
I think I did. I feel like real estate, there's a lot where you can grow at.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be there, and it's a good investment as well. You just it's like you would if you want to invest or anything like that, you would have to. I know the market's always on and off,
Mm-hmm.
so I guess hold off on that to eventually again like the market's on and off. So it'll come its time where you're gonna be like, okay, it was worth the wait.
Right. It's in investments like anything else. If you
Yeah.
expect a return tomorrow, then you shouldn't be investing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lot. My financial advisor tells me the same thing every week when I was home. Dude, it went down. Calm down, Kevin. 2 weeks later, it's back up again. So it's just, and I know you've only been at age for a short period of time, but what is it about the real estate experience that you've had in the year?
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you like? What's motivating you to stay in and keep going?
I guess the people
Mm-hmm.
wanting to help, wanting to learn, wanting to know like what to do because obviously it's a long process. So
Mm-hmm.
I just like the ability of being able to help them and explain it to them because a lot of people do think it's very complicated, but it's not if you obviously have the great guidance from that
Mhm.
agent and go step by step. Obviously, everything takes time, but it's really not as complicated as it
Right.
may seem. Even before doing this, I was like, oh, wow, it's really not that hard to purchase a home.
No, it's just time consuming,
Yeah.
and people that don't have the ability to dot I's, cross T's, and follow procedures,
Mm-hmm.
those are the ones that find it difficult,
Yeah.
because all buying a house is a procedure,
Yeah.
just like anything else. And is there anything about real estate so far that you wish was different?
Honestly, no.
Nothing yet?
No.
Well, she's only been an agent for a year, so that answer will change later.
Probably.
Yeah. Now you're with Oak Tower,
Uh-huh.
and you just changed over there.
Yes.
So, can you tell everybody anything about Oak Tower? Is there something that they offered that your previous broker didn't offer? That's why you moved over?
I guess I just like their mentorship,
Mm-hmm.
the way their team works, and just the way Amy's amazing. Just
Mm-hmm.
after I first met her, she's a really great person, and
What about
I just-
Yelena?
same as well. She's always there to help me.
There's a
No.
plug for you, Yelena. So I don't want to hear any complaining.
They're both amazing,
Yeah.
and I love their mentorship and the way that everything's like scheduled out with their
Mhm.
mentorship and their programs.
They
So,
run it like a business.
yes.
It's not just you're a licensed agent under this brokerage. We'll see you when we see you, and good luck.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of brokerages out there that are like that.
Hmm.
So if anybody else is interested in looking at a new brokerage, they should consider Oak Tower
Yes.
for that reason.
Mhm.
What type of agent do you want to be in the future? And when I ask that question, I mean, do you see yourself buying homes, selling homes, leasing homes, helping investors, a combination of all of it? What do you think might be your niche?
I feel like I would want to focus with builders, be their, I guess, their go-to person
Mhm.
to eventually build a connection with them and possibly learn about being a builder as well and promoting for them and representing buyers and sellers,
Right.
as well as representing potential different builders to grow and learn.
Have you been? Do you think you've been doing this long enough to know what the work difference is between representing a buyer and representing a seller? Because a lot of agents are very steadfast in, I only want to be your buyer's agent, or I only want to be a listing agent, and they know why. You know, a lot of listing agents are listing agents because they don't want to drive all over the city showing houses.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of buyer's agents are buyer's agents because they love doing that. You know what I'm saying? So do you think you've been an agent long enough to figure out what you like best?
I would say I like both because I get, which some people don't like listing because I know it may sit for a while and you just have to wait. It's a waiting process.
Right.
And then buyer, I mean, I feel like it's the same thing because you got to drive around, hop around, see if they like this house. If not, let's go to the next one, or we're going to another side of town and so on. But I feel like at the end of the day, they're kind of both the same, I guess, from my experience of what I've learned and seen.
So you will learn that they're not over time. I'm telling you right now, because the agents are, they're like, you know. And the other thing that I want to mention to you and encourage you not to shy away from them, at least early in your career, is I know leases are a lot of work for a little return. But if you find someone, if you lease somebody a property and you nourish that relationship with them the right way, you leased them a property, you later bought them a property, you later sold that property, and then bought them another one. A renter can turn into 4 transactions over their life for you. So a lot of agents, when they get to a point to where they don't need to work with leases, they don't want to do it anymore because of the return. Big mistake. I'm not saying 2 years from now, still be doing 10 leases a month, but don't shy away from them because they can turn into some serious transactions later over time. And real estate investors I was in property management for 5 years, and real estate investors are also really good if you find the right investor. So, but the difference is when you talk to Mr. and Mrs. Smith about buying a dream home because they just got married just like you, and you have a conversation with Mr. Smith about, or Mr. Jones about investing in a real estate property, that conversation cannot be the same. If you do approach it the same way, you're going to lose one of them. Because Mr. and Mrs. Smith cares if there's a pool and the color of the walls and how many bedrooms. Mr. Jones only cares about whether or not he's going to get a return on his investment. He does not care how big the house is, if there's a pool, how many rooms. I've got $250,000 to invest. I want a 3% return. Now go find me a house that does that. And if you can learn how to do that, and you get to find the right investor, they'll buy a house every couple of years. All right? So just my advice. And I know you're new into the business and you got a lot to learn, but I teach a class on disc profiling, which illustrates and shows agents why it's so important to be able to recognize when you meet somebody new, figure out what their personality is, because they're not going to adjust the way they approach you. You have to adjust the way you approach them. And if you don't, you might piss them off and lose a client. You know, it's just one of those things. You have to learn how to adjust and bob and weave and things like that. And if you can do that, you'll retain more clients and make more people happy. So since this is a marketing podcast, let's talk a little bit about how have you gotten or generated leads in the year you've been an agent?
I would say social media. Posting constantly, staying visibly on. When
you post constantly, because you've told me that twice now, most agents don't post constantly. They don't post anywhere near as much as they think they should. What does constantly mean, and what is it you're posting?
So I guess I would try to do either 3 times a week minimum, or if I can, every day. There was a time where I was doing very well posting every day. It's just, it takes a lot of time and like, okay, what can I post now? So you have to really get creative. So I always say at least 3 times a week. and staying active, staying visible to the audience, or
What
to
is
the
it you're posting?
like I guess on my stories, like showings
Mm-hmm.
or open houses or a small clip of a house or what did I do today, like a to-do list of things that I've done for the day
Okay.
to like show them
Very
what
cool.
I've done.
Okay. So I'm glad you said that.
Mhm.
So can I blow a hole in your whole marketing program right there?
Uh-huh.
All right. So the minimum you should be posting in social media is not 3 times a week.
Okay.
It's 3 times a day.
Okay.
Now, the good thing that you said, the thing you said that you're going to need to work on is that it takes too long to post. That is not true if someone like me can teach you how to do it. But when I say post 3 times a day, most agents look at me like, well, what in the world am I supposed to post 3 times a day? You already answered that question. You said you were posting what you were doing through the day.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Because why do you go to the doctor that you go to regularly? Why do you go to that doctor as opposed to any other doctor? And why do you keep going back to that doctor?
Because I like the way they take care of me,
Mm-hmm.
the reviews I've seen,
Mm-hmm.
and great experience.
Okay, you know, like, and trust them.
Uh-huh.
It's the same reason you go to the car repair shop you go to. It's the same reason you buy groceries to the grocery store. It's the same reason that you do whatever you do. Your job is to get the public, when it's time, when they're ready for real estate, to know, like, and trust you.
Okay.
The only way you can do that is if they see you and hear from you. So posting about listings or properties you have or houses, that's only one piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
The most important piece of the puzzle, and I teach agents how to do this, is, and you can ask Yelena because she drives me crazy because she tells me all the time, I know I need to do this, but she never does it. You need to start, every agent should start creating 30-second to a minute videos that are educational about things that people that come to real estate agents to fix
Okay.
their problems. So for example, if I'm buying, and you mentioned new builds, if I'm buying a brand new house, why is my agent and the builder telling me to get ready to get it inspected?
Okay.
It's brand new. Everything's brand new. The paint's fresh. Everything should be perfect. Why would I need to get it inspected? But as an agent, you already know there's hundreds of reasons why you should get this house inspected, because the people putting it together might cut corners, they might do things up to code, which would then keep the buyer from having problems in the future.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility. That's why they hire you. So most people don't know that there's a difference between being pre-approved and pre-qualified for a loan. You and I do because we're in the business, but there's a big difference.
Yeah.
So doing educational videos on things, I call them pain points, that people that want to buy a house, sell a house, lease a house, or invest in a house, their problems are answered by you in your marketing. What does that make you look like?
A great agent.
An expert.
Yeah.
The same reason why you go to the same doctor you go to. That's your job. And if you can do that, people will hire you. Okay? Because people, I had the same challenge. When I got into real estate, I'd never been in real estate before. I had a marketing degree, but I'd never been into real estate.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out who the target market was and what my marketing budget and what my marketing was, the channels I was going to use. And when I figured out what that was, it was my job to convince real estate investors and real estate agents that we were the property management company to come to.
Yeah.
Well, how did I do that? Unfortunately, I put this face in front of everything and everybody.
Yeah.
I started teaching classes. I started doing video. I started sponsoring events. I started being where you guys were.
Okay.
And every time an agent would come to me and go, well, you know, but property management companies don't do this, and they don't do this, or I don't like for this. I would address all those in what I was doing. Next thing you know, I was the marketing director for the fastest growing property management company in the country. So I'm telling you this because the way I do things and the way I marketed the companies that I marketed when I was working for them works for anything. You can do it with the bottle that you did for this water, for this, your real estate business. It doesn't matter what it is. And you've used the word a couple times, 2 or 3 times already too. People ask me all the time, what's the secret to what I do? There's not a secret. It's just one word, and you've already said it several times. Consistency. There you go. So I don't care what you decide, since you've only been an agent for a year, and you and I can have a side conversation for hours about this. But I don't care what you decide to do to market your business. Just don't stop doing it.
Okay.
The agents that stop are the ones that are sitting out there with no leads and do one transaction every whatever. Okay. But if you go on social media and you see agents doing all these videos and they have all these listings and they have a team, it's because they're doing exactly what I'm telling you you should do. And of the thousands and thousands of real estate agents that are in the city of Houston and surrounding area, there's only a small percentage of them that treat it like a business. And if you treat it like a business, you're going to make some serious money. Okay? But you have to get yourself out there. You have to get people. Because remember earlier when we were in my office talking, I told you it's not the public's responsibility to know you're an agent.
It's mine.
Your responsibility to remind them that you are. And if you don't do that, who's going to call you? Why would I call you if I don't know who you are?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now that I'm off my soapbox, you're going to start. You have social media. So one of your things you're going to start doing this year is you're going to start doing video. Okay. And if you can be on this podcast, you can do video. Because the video is only 30 seconds to a minute, because I don't want you to give whoever's watching the video all the information in the video that you think they want. Because if you give it to them all in the video, then what do they not need now?
Yeah.
They don't need you. You gave them all the answers. So if you're doing the difference between being a pre-approved and pre-qualified, and you have 15 differences, only give them 2 or 3 on the video. And then you say something like, if this sounds like you, if you'd like to learn more about this, I'd love to be your agent, give me a call. I call them hook videos. And they're only 30 seconds to a minute. So when you get comfortable doing them, comfortable editing them, getting them on YouTube, you do 5 or 10 of those a week, a couple months, 6 months, a year. Now you've got hundreds of videos on YouTube. Now you have plenty of content for social media. And when someone clicks on a video that interests them and it takes them back to YouTube, what do they now see? The hundreds of other videos that you did that are on there. So now you look like an expert. You look like you know what you're talking about. And here's another piece of information you didn't know probably. Google, when people go from one platform to another and watch your stuff, Google loves that, and that's what moves you up the rankings on Google, and people can find you faster. Okay?
Okay, I didn't know that.
I'm a bundle of knowledge. But my point is video, okay? And we talked about your CRM. So she's used social media. Anything else? Do you go to networking events? Do you go to CE classes? Do you have a website? Anything like that?
Yeah, network events and open houses.
That's right. You mentioned you like open houses.
Yes.
Okay. And then do you have a website of any kind?
I have like a link tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where people can find you?
Yeah.
And you have an ATR page?
No.
Not yet?
No.
You need to get that.
Okay.
Okay, you definitely need to get that. So that's a different thing. And now you've been on this podcast, so you're going to be famous. All right. Let's switch gears real quick in the last couple minutes we have. And I hope this doesn't put you on the spot. But if I'm the public and I decide that I want to buy or sell my house, and I go on the internet and I type in Google, a great real estate agent in Houston or Porter or wherever, and I find your stuff, your marketing online, and I watch it, look at it, I vet you. You know what? She seems like she might be able to help me. And I call you. How does that initial conversation go when someone calls you for the first time? What can they expect? What kind of questions do you ask? And how do you try and help them?
So I guess I'll say, hello, Kevin. How are you? Were you interested in buying or selling at the moment? And
Right.
then Yes, so and so. What's your address to make sure first what area we're looking at,
Right.
and then what are you looking for, or like what are you trying to achieve, and I guess go from there if
Okay.
to see if
Do you ask them for like a time frame of when they want to do this, what their budget is?
yes.
Do they want to, if they want to buy, or they wanting to look into new
What-
build or resale?
Or
Okay.
if they want to, well, yeah, like how you said, how quick do you want to do this?
Mhm.
Or do you have somewhere to go in case, let's say, we sell in a week?
Right.
Do you have somewhere to go, or do we need to also hurry up and find somewhere for you to live at the moment?
And do you have? I know you do now with Oak Tower because I'm one of them. But I mean, if someone needs help with either getting a mortgage or finding a repair guy or getting an inspection or whatever, do you have connections to vendors that can do those things?
Not exactly.
Not yet?
Yeah.
Okay. But you will.
Yes.
Okay. So that's another thing you probably ought to do is build a vendor list.
Okay.
So when people contact you and they say, well, I'm interested in you helping me sell my house. So then you schedule a walkthrough and you go to the house and you like make thousands of notes of all these things that need to be fixed.
Yeah.
You need to be able to have a resource for your client
Okay.
because most of the time they're going to rely on you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know Amy and Elena have all kinds of contacts, and I do too.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever start coming to my classes or my events, you're going to meet 20 or 30 vendors.
Okay.
So, but you've only been an agent for about a year, and you seem very excited about it.
Yes.
There's one thing that we haven't told anybody yet about yourself. And that's how do they get a hold of you?
Well, I guess, my phone number, email, and Instagram. I'm very active there, and
Okay.
Facebook.
All
They're
right.
linked together. So, and my link tree as well.
Okay. So, do you mind giving people your phone number and email on the podcast?
Yes. My phone number is 713-834-4283. And my email is Karen Cerda, Cerda. Everybody always spells it wrong.
I did. Sorry.
So Karen Cerda, realtor@gmail.com. And then my Instagram, it'll be Karen C. Realtor _.
There you go. And anybody can contact you for any reasons. You'll help pretty much anybody.
Yes.
Okay. And do you speak Spanish?
I do, yes.
So that's a positive.
Spanish.
You're going to need to also do your marketing in Spanish.
Yeah.
And so while we're on the podcast, why don't you say something to people listening in Spanish? Just introduce yourself in Spanish or give your numbers, whatever you want to say.
Okay.
It's your opportunity to speak to the Spanish community.
Okay. Hola, mi nombre es Karen Cerda y mi número de teléfono es 713-834-4283 por cualquier información que necesiten, y mi correo de email sería karencerdarealtor@gmail.com.
Don't know what she said, but I think it was phone number and email.
Yeah.
But there you go. She speaks English and Spanish.
Yes.
Any other languages?
No.
Okay. So English and Spanish. Give me your phone number one more time in English.
713-834-4283.
This is Karen Cerda, everybody. She is a new agent, but she's up and coming. She's hooked up with Oak Tower Realty, a great brokerage, an up-and-coming brokerage with Amy Rivas. So you guys, if you need a real estate agent and you're looking to help someone build their business and get their experience, even though she's new, she's got a great team behind her, and she'll be able to help you with pretty much anything that they need. We really appreciate you watching. This has been episode 132 of Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. Thank you again to Jennifer and Mike, Caitlin, Devaney, Van, Gracie, and Melissa. That's too many girls to remember. And everybody else that works for us, give me a call, 832-654-0527 if we want to be on the podcast. You guys have a great weekend. Hopefully it will stop raining for the weekend, and we will see you. Oh, by the way, Mother's Day is coming up. Don't forget your mom.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good.